Welcome back. Welcome back to Sairam Educational Channel. In this video, we will try to solve some more important questions from lesson Electrochemistry, class 12, CBSE. Here, if you can see the first one, calculate the degree of dissociation, that is alpha. Calculate the degree of dissociation, that is alpha, of acetic acid if its molar conductivity lambda m is this much, that is 39.05 Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. Given that lambda O of H plus ion 349.6, lambda O of acetate ion 40.9. So, in order to solve this, first we need to know what is the degree of dissociation, how we can obtain the degree of dissociation with respect to the molar conductivity. The extent at which the acetic acid dissociated in the solution, that is the degree of dissociation, that is alpha. If I have to know that, I should know first the limiting molar conductivity, lambda m O or lambda m infinite, whatever it is. This is the limiting molar conductivity. That means at infinite dilution, the molar conductivity of acetic acid, and at the given dilution, what is the molar conductivity of acetic acid. So, then I will get the degree of dissociation, because it will be 100% infinite. Within that, at this concentration, what is the molar conductivity. So, indirect way of calculating alpha, this is a better way. So, where you have lambda m and lambda m O, if you know both values, you can get alpha. Here lambda m was given, molar conductivity was given. Now, you need to get lambda m0. To this, you can use your Colruy's law of independent migration of ions. As per Colruy's law, the infinite dilution, molar conductivity at that dilution, that is lambda m O equal to, it is the combination of molar conductivity of both ions. In acetic acid is CH3COOH. How it dissociates? CH3COO minus and H plus. So that's why you require the two ions, that is lambda O of H plus ion plus lambda O of acetate ion. Correct? So, lambda H plus ion, lambda acetate ion. So, you need to add up these two values, that is 349.6 plus 40.9 equal to, this will be 5 and 390. 390.5 Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. So, now you know this lambda m O and lambda m. So, substitute both values in this, then you will get degree of dissociation. Given 39.05, the top one lambda m, this one what we calculated is 390.5. So, that equal to, if it become 390, you have to multiply with 10. So, 10 minus 1. So, 0.1. How much the degree of dissociation is? 0.1. So, this is the way we can able to calculate the particular one. So, it is a very simplest problem. You remember here we are using, one is the definition of degree of dissociation equation and Colruy's law. This is the degree of dissociation, remember, and this is the Colruy's law. So, this Colruy's law is used for finding out the infinite dilution molar conductivities of a weak electrolytes, because it is very difficult experimentally to find out the weak electrolytes infinite dilution molar conductivity, because they will be continuously diluting, because they are not strong electrolytes, they are very weak electrolyte. Their dissociation will never becomes infinite at any dilution. So, it is very difficult. So, that's why this Colruy's law was really helpful in order to find out this. Okay, using this we have calculated the alpha value, alpha is 0.1. Clear? Okay, now we will go to the another problem, another from this particular lesson, that is electrochemistry. Please keep watch the videos for examination point of view, and subscribe the channel for more updates. If you have any doubts or clarifications, please post your comments in the comments box such that we can come back to you. So next question is the conductivity of 0.001 m acetic acid. You see, they have given conductivity of 0.001 molar acetic acid. Once again, I will write CH3COOH. Acetic acid is 4 into 10 power minus 5. 4 into 10 power minus 5 Siemens centimeter. Siemens per centimeter. Centimeter inverse we can write. Calculate the dissociation constant of acetic acid. They asked to find out what is the dissociation constant of acetic acid. Dissociation constant of acetic acid, I can also write ACOH. There are different ways we can able to represent. Just if molar conductivity at infinite dilution for acetic acid given, that is lambda m at infinite dilution of acetic acid was given. So the molar conductivity at infinite dilution for acetic acid is 390 Siemens centimeter square per mole. So this is the value they have given. Now they asked you to find out the degree of dissociation constant. It is called dissociation constant. That is, for example, it is acid dissociation constant. We can write it as Ka. Correct? So they asked to find out Ka. In order to find out that, first we need to get the degree of dissociation. So if I have to get the degree of dissociation, that is alpha. First you need to get the degree of dissociation alpha. If you want to get alpha, you require delta m by delta m0. M0 was given, now you need to get delta m. But here they have given only conductivity, because the units you can see even. And it was mentioned that the conductivity of this many molar acetic acid is 4 into 10 power minus 5 Siemens per centimeter. Now conductivity and molar conductivity, the relation we need to find out. What is the relation between conductivity and molar conductivity? So the molar conductivity at a concentration C is equivalent to conductivity multiplied by 1000 by the concentration. Correct? So you need to remember these particular expressions such that it is easy to solve this problem. So first we need to get the degree of dissociation. Why we have to get degree of dissociation? Because dissociation constant you require. Whenever you want a dissociation constant, you need to write the equation, dissociation equation, and find out the concentrations of the products, then reactants, such that products concentrations by reactant concentration gives the degree of dissociation constant. So to get that, if you want to get the concentration, you require what is the dissociation, degree of dissociation. If this is known, we will anyhow going through, then you can better understand. So now lambda mc I require, if I get this, that is this one at a concentration C. You can also write like, so this one K into 1000 by C, you have K value, this was given, and 1000, then C value was given. Using that we can get that lambda m. Once you know this, then you can use that particular equation for degree of dissociation, that is Ka, to get it. So we will tell how to do that. So first we will get lambda mc, that is equal to K into 1000 by C. K equal to how much? 4 into 10 power minus 5 into 1000, that is 10 square. Correct? 10 power 3, sorry. 10 power 3 by C is 0.001. So this is the value of K. So if you can solve that, you will get 40. How much you will get? 40 Siemens, correct, centimeter square per mole. Centimeter square per mole, mole inverse. So that is the one you will be getting, 40 centimeter square per mole inverse. So this is, now you got the lambda mc. You know the lambda MC and you know the lambda M, so you can get alpha equal to lambda MC. Substitute this 40 by lambda MO, that is 390. 390. So 40 by 390, 0.1010256. You can solve this better. So this is the degree of dissociation. Now you know that alpha value. So now you are knowing that you got the alpha value. Using this delta lambda MC, you got the alpha. Now you write the dissociation of acetic acid. For example, acetic acid CH3COOH, it will dissociate into CH3COO minus plus H plus ions. Correct? So it dissociates into this. At initial conditions, where your concentration of this will be, for example, you can consider it as C moles. C. The concentration of acetic acid initially is C, then other will be 0. There is no dissociation. So after time t, at time t or after time this much, you consider this is dissociated. How much is the degree of dissociation? Alpha times it is dissociated. So C alpha is dissociated. So the leftover will be C minus C alpha. Correct? This is the degree of dissociation at after time t. So degree of dissociation multiplied by the concentration, that is the quantity of acetic acid is completed, dissociated fully. So that C alpha is the dissociated. So from the C initial concentration, you remove the C alpha, then this is the concentration left over at the time t. So that is C minus C alpha, C minus C alpha. If C alpha of acetic acid dissociated, you see 1 mole of acetic acid dissociates, 1 mole acetate ion I will get, 1 mole H plus ion. If C alpha times it is dissociated, I will get C alpha of acetate ions and C alpha of hydrogen plus ions. Correct? So these are the final concentrations at time t. Now you apply, okay. Now I will rub off from the top, clear. What we need to get? Dissociation constant. Remaining we will remove. So that alone we will leave, and now we will write the rest here. Okay. So now you write the dissociation constant, that is equal to Ka, as I told. That is this equation. That means concentration of CH3COO minus multiplied by concentration of H plus by concentration of acetic acid CH3COOH. Clear? So this is the dissociation constant. Now you know these values, concentrations at time t. You substitute them. CH3CO minus is C alpha multiplied by C alpha by C minus C alpha. Clear? C alpha by C minus C alpha. So now you can solve this particular equation. What will happen? C square alpha square by C into 1 minus alpha. So that equal to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Now you substitute, you know the C 0.001. Alpha you know we have calculated, then substitute those values in this equation. So you have the C value equal to 0.001. It was given in the question. Then we calculated that alpha, that equal to, you can add 0.10 something. So you can make it as 103. 0.103 square, this square divided by 1 minus 0.103. So this we need to simplify this and solve this, then you will get 1.18 into 10 power minus 5. That is your Ka value. This is the one they have asked. Okay, dissociation constant of acetic acid. So in order to get a dissociation constant of acetic acid, you will be getting this equation. So you need the C. C was given in the question. Alpha you require. That's why in the second step we obtained the alpha. Okay, so alpha is the one we require, that is degree of dissociation. Once you know the alpha, it is okay. But to get the alpha, you require another quantity, because he has given degree of that is molar conductivity at infinite dilation. But to get the alpha, molar conductivity at the given concentration also required. To get that, they have given a conductivity K value. So you lambda and K, there is a relation, that is molar conductivity and specific conductivity. So specific conductivity, for that we have used 1000 K by C. So this is the way this problem can be solved. I hope you understood. We will see in the next class some more question and answers. Thank you.